Video game addiction. How it destroys your life and how to get rid of it. Down triangle. Imagine. You sit down to play for hours, in a virtual world where every second is exciting. You level up, you find better weapons, you win teams, you get medals. But when you turn off the monitor, there is a feeling in your heart that does not let you relax. An empty hole, something that seems to be left in real life. Everything has improved in the game, but what about you? Checkmark. Has your real life become better? Checkmark. Have you learned a skill that will help you build your future? Checkmark. Have you become a stronger person? Or not? Crossmark. Are you just a tired person who spends his days and nights in the game and gets bored every time he can't play? Crossmark. Someone who is starting to distance themselves from the real world, losing friends, losing focus on their work, and losing motivation for life. If this sounds familiar, it's time to accept a harsh truth. Video game addiction is destroying you. Red circle. Disadvantages of video game addiction. Why is it a silent killer? Fire 1. Hacks your brain and burns out your reward system. Video games are not ordinary things. They are designed to keep you completely addicted and engaged. Every time you pass a level or get a new score, your brain releases dopamine, the same substance that causes pleasure and addiction. In the real world, to succeed, you have to work hard, be patient, and try. But games eliminate this path and create a quick and false path to pleasure. Your brain gets used to this pleasure quickly and nothing else is enjoyable. Bullseye result. Checkmark. Working? It's boring. Checkmark. Studying? You get bored. Checkmark. Exercising? You have no motivation. Because your brain is used to enjoying without effort. And that's what destroys you. Fire 2. It steals your time and destroys your future. Checkmark. A new game comes out. You want to play for just an hour, but suddenly you come to your senses and see that 5 hours have passed. Checkmark. You want to study for an exam, but you say to yourself, just one more hand, and then you stay up all night. Checkmark. You plan to work on a skill, but you are tempted to play. Hourglass. Days pass, months pass, and you're still stuck in the same place you were. Bullseye. One day you wake up and realize you've made something? No. Have you gotten better? No. You just wasted your time. Fire 3. It ruins your relationships and isolates you. Checkmark. You used to love spending time with your family, but now you just wait for them to leave so you can play. Checkmark. You've abandoned your old friends, because you only talk to your online teammates. Checkmark. When you have to go out, you feel like something is missing, because you don't feel comfortable in the real world. Bullseye. The result? You become a lonely person who only feels alive in the virtual world, but the real world is getting away from you. Fire 4. It destroys your self-esteem and drives you to zero. Checkmark. In the game, you are strong. You have skills. A team leader. But when the game turns off, who are you? Checkmark. You haven't made any progress in real life, so your self-esteem is low. Checkmark. You feel worthless, and to escape this feeling, you resort to the game again. And this cycle continues, until there is nothing left of you. Checkmark. How do we quit this addiction and take back our real life? Bullseye 1. Admit that you have a problem. As long as you think, no, I'm not an addict, I'm just having fun, nothing will change. The first step is to realize that this problem is really ruining your life. Bullseye 2. Eliminate temptations. If you really want to quit, you need to close the return paths. Delete the games from your system, or even sell your account. Delete your gamer friends from social media. Bullseye 3. Find an alternative. Checkmark. Exercise, a martial art or bodybuilding that gives you a sense of progress. Checkmark. Learn a skill, design, programming, music, content creation. Checkmark. Set realistic goals for yourself, like working on a personal project. Bullseye 4. 90-day no game challenge. This is a proven method that resets your brain. Don't play any games for 90 days, to see if you can enjoy the simple things in life again. Bullseye 5. Change your environment. Hang out with people who are making progress, not those who are just stuck in the virtual world. Go out, travel, Exercise, join new groups. Bullseye 6. Prove to yourself that you are stronger than this addiction. Quitting gaming is as hard as quitting any addiction, but it's not impossible. You deserve a real, successful life, you just have to decide not to waste your life playing games anymore. Fire, the choice is yours. Rocket, do you want to be a real-world hero, or just a character in a virtual world? Rocket, do you want to build a real, successful life, or just collect points in a game? Red Circle, the game is over. Now it's time to live for real. Red